my delicious diviners. We are finally back with a playable and good Drytron update.
Drytron has been one of those decks that a lot of people love, but also more people hate.
That's me.
But for those of you out here like myself that enjoy the heck out of this deck, we decided we were going to update this deck and show you exactly how it is playing now with the brand new support.
And it's got some spice in it. You better get ready. The cabinet's getting opened today. And as always, we will be doing a full combo tutorial at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned to see how the new lines are played. With all that being said, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, and comment some decks you'd like to see us update. We got Pearly coming right up. With all that being said, team, today we're going to focus on Drytron, so let's hop into hyperspace.
All right, no surprise here, we're on triple copies of Alpha.
Yeah, Thubin.
Triple copies of Zeta, triple copies of Delta.
I love him. He's like a horse.
Double copies of Gamma. Gamma's my favorite one of all time.
I don't know. Gamma's kind of square for me. I like Delta because he looks like a little horsey.
I like Gamma because he's got these like fat jetpacks on his back. He's really carrying himself.
Got those thick jets. Oh my god. Did you know they're all named after like stars, like real stars in the sky? Isn't that so fun?
You're my star. Chances are, if you are here, you are probably a Drytron enthusiast, so you're super familiar with all of these cards, which is a very, very brief description. Every single Drytron monster can either tribute a Drytron monster that's not itself or a ritual monster from hand or field. These effects can activate in the hand or in the graveyard to special summon themselves. Every single effect has an additional effect tied to it.
Delta draws. That's all I know.
So Alpha will search your ritual monster, Zeta obviously searches your ritual spell, Delta will reveal a ritual monster or spell in your hand and then draw one card, and then Gamma can special summon himself and a buddy.
Always use the buddy system, team. Never go alone.
It's good to note that every single one of these can be ashed and belled except for Gamma, because Gamma does not search anything from the deck. But if you do ash or bell any of these, not only do they not get the search, they do not get the summon, so keep that in mind. The only restriction with these cards is that when you activate these cards, the turn you activate them, you cannot special summon monsters that cannot be normal summon or set. This basically means you can't play like Kaijus or Pankratops or Fenrir or anything that would special summon itself. This just really restricts you to cards that cannot be normal summoned or set being special summoned.
These are the main guys. Moving on. Oh, sorry, Gamma.
Speaking of main guys, here's our main gal. Triple copies of Ben 10. I can't believe this card is at 3.
Oh, I hate her.
I love this card. Ben 10 is a ridiculously old card. Ben 10 says, when this card is tributed, search a fairy monster from your deck to your hand.
Not our once per turn.
Yeah, not a once per turn. This card is literally ridiculous, and obviously your Drytrons tribute ritual monsters for cost, so bam, this card can literally be triggered like 6 times in a turn if you want.
She just keeps going. Thank God Eva is still gone.
Speaking of keep going, we have Natasha. This helps you not keep going by ending the game.
She's just main deck access code. She's crazy. Natasha literally walked so access code could exist.
Natasha's effect in the graveyard is that you can banish a Cyber Angel monster and then target a card your opponent controls, summon this, and then take control of your opponent's monster. Once again, this card's from like 1803, so it's not a once per turn. So if your opponent has like more than 2 dudes, you're killing them with this card alone. It's insane.
Did you know Natasha's on the $5 bill if you squint really hard? Yeah.
And then pretty simplistic here, we are playing the 1 copy of our Draconids.
Daddy.
And then our new boss monster and end board monster, we have our beautiful Chaos Max little Dark Magician buddy.
Mago del Chaos Oscuro Massimo. That was so fun to say.
Who thought in 2023 we'd be playing Dark Magician support in freaking Drytron?
Omega lol.
We just got back from London and we did do some swaps, so this card is in Italian, but let's go over what this card does. On summon, this card can tribute any other monster or itself, and then for the remainder of the turn, your opponent cannot activate monster effects. This card is insane because with the brand new support, we can cheat this card out on our opponent's turn and basically lock them out of playing the monster effects.
Yeah, he's like your own doofy little gimmick puppet. So if you want the satisfaction of not letting your opponent play the game, but you don't want to commit to playing Branded because you heckin' don't like fusions, you like ritual summoning, this is the one for you. Blue over purple, baby.
Amen.
Blue gang. No sprites in this deck. Thank God.
For the rest of our fairies, we are on the 1 copy of our Artifact Lancia, and then the 1 copy of our Herald of Orange Light. These are both just surgical hand traps that we can get in our engine. Orange Light, obviously being at 1, is super powerful. This helps you stop things like Droll, helps you stop things like Nib. And then Lancia, even though Kashtira hopefully exits the format, is something that's very powerful against that deck, and even moving into the current format can help stop the recursion of the super heavy Samurai deck with the Infinitrack engine. And then other staple Drytron cards, we are on the 1 copy of our Diviner, and then the 1 copy of our Vanity's Ruler. This is just a crazy going first card if you can't get to your Magician. This is still just a nuts normal summon that says your opponent can't special summon monsters.
More floodgates, just what we love seeing in decks in 2023.
And if you've ever played Drytron, you know this deck absolutely suffers from consistency, so we are on triple copies of Cyber Emergency, triple copies of our Drytron Nova, double copies of our Drytron Fafnir,
Ooh, Field Spell,
1 copy of Foolish Burial, and then double copies of our Meteonis Drytron. Cyber Emergency is literally just Rhoda for any Drytron monster. Drytron Nova is literally just E-Telly for any Drytron monster. Drytron Fafnir searches any Drytron spell card, so you can grab Nova or you can grab Meteonis. Meteonis. Foolish is any single name in your deck. And then Meteonis is just your Drytron ritual spell.
That's heckin' great. These all are the same card to me, and I couldn't tell you anything. I'm so glad Brian is here for you.
And then because Ben 10 is at 3, we figured we'd play Ben 10 at 5, and we're playing double copies of Preparation of Rites. Now, as you may notice, there are no hand traps in this deck yet, other than like Orange Light, so we are playing a plethora of going second cards instead. This is one of those decks that can function really heavily on board breakers, and those board breakers are triple copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talent, the 1 copy of Dark Ruler No More. We are playing the 1 copy of Called by the Grave, and then the Sauce. This is what allows us to play through Droll, allows us to play through hand traps if we can't actually full combo, and that is the 1 copy of Harpy's Featherstorm.
Ah, yes, I love getting flu war flashbacks. Just what I need. As if you didn't have enough cards in your deck that tell your opponent, no, you can't have fun on my turn or your turn, this is just another one of them.
Yep.
Once this is activated, you just can't do anything. Isn't that so fun that it's a thrustable card?
Oh yeah, baby.
Yep. Hope you're not playing monster effects, because you're not activating them. Just pick the cards up. I don't know. Go get a hot dog. I don't know.
Speaking of pick it up, let's pick it up to the extra deck.
Speaking of hot dogs, you look hot today, dog.
For the extra deck, obviously, you have the 1 copy of our Link Karibo.
He does so much work, this
Super
boy.
cute, just like the map.
Perfect guy.
The 1 copy of Relinquished Anima, because believe it or not, the amount of times your opponent doesn't play around zones 2 and 4 is
Yo,
ridiculous.
sucky.
And then the brand new double copies of Dino Mundo. Basically, on summon, this card not only helps you clear the board, but it also helps you shuffle in some of your ritual monsters. And then on your opponent's turn, it's a quick effect to tribute itself and then target a ritual monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So this card is basically going to tribute itself, and then we're going to special summon our copy of the Magician from our graveyard, activate the Magician, and then basically at the end of that interaction, our opponent is not activating monsters at all.
Yeah, this is part of the whole Ritual Magician, like, no fun loop. Please be a super someday. We really need it. You did it with Barricade Borgblocker, Konami. I would love it if this became a super too.
You can play any generic Link too, but I chose to go with Nightmare Phoenix.
Borosword! Oh, there he is. Borosword.
1 Natasha basically makes Borosword. This card is literally ridiculous.
Yeah, she's just like, yeet mine.
For our Diviner targets, we are on the 1 copy of Elder Entity Ints.
Yeah, we do be dancing in space.
Oh my god, Logan always loves messing up the freaking cards here.
It adds character. Just keep going.
1 copy of Herald. This searches any ritual monster or ritual spell. 1 copy of Beatrice. This is just really good if you open no names in a deck that does that all the time with 48 names.
Or you could send a tier name. That'd be great.
Oh,
Konami,
Sag.
bring them back. Let my babies come home.
For our Drytron engine, we are on the double copies of New Beta Fafnir.
Foof noof.
And then the 1 copy of Fucho.
Is it pronounced Fucho? Because I would call him something a little funnier, chat.
Just a reminder for Fafnir, in case you have not noticed, Fafnir can send any Drytron card from the deck to the graveyard. So if you need your ritual spell, because you got interacted with and you can't get it, you can just send the ritual spell, and then ritual spell can add itself back. So if you're under Droll or something like that, keep that in mind that you can still play. And then Fucho is a really awesome card because it's basically a towers, and then it's a quick effect so that it also can't be destroyed by battle. Guess what? This is a wind-winged beast, baby. Thrustable Featherstorm.
Fucho.
And then remaining, we are playing the 1 copy of Downer Magician and then
Zeus.
double copies of Zeus because of Kashtira.
Oh, that's crazy. Man, next format's gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see if this is as impactful.
I know. I can't wait to not have to play like 2 cards.
I know. We'll have to see what happens, team. Again, this is all dependent on the future format, so with a grain of salt, take it.
When it does change and there is no more Kashtira, this is IP, this is Appaloosa.
I was literally just gonna say these are just IP and Appo, aren't they?
Boom.
You're welcome. And that's the updated sauce for the main deck and extra deck, but let's put that all together and show you a nice, sweet, tasty combo for what Drytron is cooking and how many different cards they will use to tell you to F off and not play the game. All right, team, welcome to the combo tutorial and test hand section of the video. This is where we give you a realistic showing with any 5-card hand to see what the deck can actually do with any given hand. With that being said, if you like this map, feel free to check out the links in the description box down below. It could be yours. There's low quantity, so get it ASAP. That's it. We're gonna shuffle on up, cut on up, and see what the Drytrons are doing.
Oh, of course. Did you say that?
As he botches.
All right, I'll give this another shuffle. We'll do a couple of these little bad boys here. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
And boom.
Alrighty, here we go. Let's draw some names and not lose.
All right, let's see. Natasha, right off the bat. 6. Cyber Emergency. That's a name. Zeta.
All right.
That's a name. Foolish Burial.
Nuts.
That's a name. Gamma. That's
name.
4 names in a ritual, baby.
Oh, we cook.
All right, so to play around to Ash, we're just going to go Foolish Burial first because we have Cyber Emergency. So they're going to hit one of these if they have Ash. Foolish is the best bait. So we're going to activate Foolish. Foolish is going to dump our copy of Alpha Thubin.
Yeah, nothing will put the fear of God in someone quite like Foolish.
Now we're going to activate our copy of Cyber Emergency. If they don't Ash the Foolish, they're 1,000% ashing this. So if this resolves, we'll grab our copy of Delta, baby.
Oh my god, he's gonna do it. He's gonna say the line, team.
I'm actually not gonna say the line because with this hand, it's better to go Alpha, tribute Delta. I know, I'm sorry. We're gonna special the Alpha. Alpha's gonna search now. This will grab Ben 10. The reason I did it this way is because you don't want to reveal to them that you have Zeta yet, because we're trying to bait as many interactions as possible. We've gone 1, 2, 3. So if they haven't interacted with you here, they're not hitting you at all. Now we're gonna go Delta tribute Ben 10. We're gonna special summon out that Delta, reveal a ritual monster, and draw 1 random card. Wow, that's insane. Alright, Ben 10's gonna trigger.
Divine.
This is gonna search our copy of Orange Light for all you people that like Nib. Now we're gonna go over here. We're gonna overlay into my favorite little buddy.
Look at that little guy. I love him.
On summon, we're gonna activate its effect. This is gonna send our copy of Gamma. And now we can go Zeta effect, tribute the Gamma in hand. This will special summon itself. And now Zeta's gonna trigger. This is going to search our copy of Medionis Drytron, aka the best ritual spell in the game. Now we're just going to activate the ritual spell. We can detach a copy right here. This is going to allow us to ritual summon out our copy of Ben 10.
Hate her.
Now if you want, you can just go Medionis Engrave, target the Zeta, add itself back to the hand. Zeta's going to lose 1,000 attack points. Now we're going to take the Zeta, make my good old buddy Link Karibo over here. Now we can take one of our Gammas Engrave. We will tribute the Ben 10. We'll special summon Gamma, and Gamma will bring back a buddy. Ben 10 will trigger. We'll just search another copy of Ben 10 here, always trying to keep fairies in our hand. Now we can normal summon Diviner, activate the Diviner's effect. This will send our copy of Herald, and then Herald can trigger. Here's where we'll grab our cute little magician man.
Massimo.
I really wish that we had Chaos Ruler, because here we can just make the Chaos Ruler
yes,
mill 8.
wouldn't that be great?
Big Sag, we don't have that line any longer. But you know what we do have? We do have a ritual spell, and we do have this amazing little fellow right here. So we're going to go activate our copy of the ritual spell, detach a material, and then we will tribute our copy of Alpha, and then we can special summon Ritual Buddy. Now what we can do is we can take Ritual Buddy, and we can take Diviner. This is going to make Dino Mundo, our great little lad. So basically what you have here is you have a ritual for follow-up. You also have Ben 10, and you have Orange Light for, any interaction on your opponent's turn. And then we'll just pass here. We're going to have a huge wall that our opponent's really not going to be able to out. We go draw phase. Dino Mundo effect is going to target our copy of Homie here, tribute itself, special, and then as soon as this is summoned, you can activate this card's effect. Now you can either tribute the Gamma, or you can tribute itself if you're trying to dodge something like Imperm, and now your opponent can't activate monster effects. They're locked out of effect. If they try to attack, the Link Karibo is going to make it 0. They've got 2 guys to clear, and you have Orange Light plus a fairy plus all 4 names in your graveyard and a fairy to trigger for next turn as well.
And then you've also got Natasha, so if they try to do anything anyway,
they're dead.
You just use Natasha to end it all. So, I mean, it doesn't look as intimidating as it is, but that's Drytron's thing. It always looks unsuspecting, but man, these ladies, they just come at you. So, fun floodgates, fun Natasha, yeah, that's Drytron for you. And that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. We love this deck, and by we, I mean Brian, but we update it whenever we can. And there are some cool new combos with the deck. You know, we figured we might as well update it. So if you're interested in another deck that dies to Droll next format, this is the one for you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. We love you. You matter. And we will see you in all these fun videos over here. Bye!